through a proposed legislation below the threshold of consciousness and sensation, employing deceptive stimuli of information, producing little to no true clarification on how wealthy undisclosed investors clairvoyantly get voting citizens to create on their real estate law-free zones, making their properties the only places a weed plant can be commercially grown, not honestly told nor properly warned how they clandestinely conform the issue to be an investment scheme rather than marijuana reform. Money hiding behind corporations, organized so nobody ever has to disclose who's really in control. Sales and stock paying for this divisive campaign. Over $3 million raised for the political action committee responsible for this campaign finance device. How could they complain? Wealthy undisclosed investors cleverly getting voting citizens to create on their real estate law-free zones, making their properties the only places a weed plant can be commercially grown, giving contributions to a political action committee that will politically fight for this to go on, pushing their weak medical provisions, all about having a controlling hand in the black market, regulating the economics of it, a valid state registration if you want to grow a little on your own, $50 to $100 a year for a license, and to grant permission for the government to inspect your home. This is exactly where the federal gun ban will make its home. The responsible way to legalize weed is all about the money. 4 plants and 8 ounces. Is it really worth the intrusion of your privacy? Politically, what a coincidence that this is going on right when there are some politicians talking about drug testing, welfare recipients. Looking at political issues as an organized system of desires, wishes, values, hopes, needs, and aspirations, in which when one needs to satisfy them, one consumes things, consumption, satisfaction. Then, through an act of campaign manipulation, create the need in others to consume the political assumption that was already bought and resold to the general population, creating the expression of necessity or obligation within the people, only to sell that expression of necessity or obligation to the people. If you don't want to sit on the back of the bus, then they'll end up giving you the whole bus. And you can sit in the front, the back, or the middle. What you may call the government bettering the relationship between blacks and law enforcement is only the new formation of an obedient black person and the sly maneuvering of a new type of law enforcement. With everyone reaching for better ground in the system, how do one create a poor-minded complex within them? A manufacturer of cheap labor, the prison industrial complex system. If they once outlawed marijuana because it was once thought that it made white women in hot pursuit of black men, what do you think they are really trying to do with a bill that will become law once voted in? For better conditions, -org.webs.com. Support the cause.